What's going on, guys? It's your main man back on the scene with another video. Hacks versus man babies. It's the battle that's on YouTube now between the fans and the owners of our favorite intellectual properties. So let's take a look at what is a hack. I'm going to use the internet definition. So I looked through it, and this seems to be the one that the content creators are referring to. Working for hire with mediocre professional standards, hack journalists, performed by or suited to a person who works or writes purely for purpose of earning money. Characteristics of a hack: mediocre. So that seems to be the one that the so-called man babies are using to describe the owners of our favorite intellectual properties. Now, man baby. A man who acts like a baby if he doesn't get his way. He becomes crabby and unable to work with, thinks he's always right, can be angered or upset by anything. Those are the definitions that are used. And I say the hacks are the biggest problem. People who they're calling man babies, they're just people who love, let's say you love Spider-Man and you have been buying Spider-Man since you were 8 years old. You buy the video games, comic books, action figures, and you love Spider-Man. You love that character. Then the hacks get a hold of it, and then they reimagine or subvert your expectations. You know, two words that when you hear, you know it's going to be crap. Then you get insulted for it. Because that's what I say. You're an ist, you're a phobe. Yeah, we know those things exist, but that's not why people are pissed off at what's going on in Hollywood today. They're pissed off because you hacks can't create anything that's worth a damn. The race changes, sexuality changes, gender swaps, blah, blah, blah. Nobody's interested in that. And the problem is they can't create. That's the whole problem. And I'm going to do another video about the attack on the manosphere because it's all tied in together. Like, if you don't agree with the extreme left, the people who run the media now, then you get insulted. You're the black face, though. White supremacy. He's a Tom. I'm like, these people claim to be liberal, and they're anything but liberal, because liberal means open-minded. So if we don't agree on politics, we should still be friends. But it's the polarization is so deep now. It's like people unfriend people because they voted for someone they didn't like. It's just stupid. You know, I had friends, we didn't agree on politics, but that was it. That was the end of our conversation. Hey man, let's go to the titty bar and look at some tail. But that was it. These hacks, we're going to use Disney as an example. Disney's infected with hacks, activists. They can't create anything. they had a good thing going with the MCU. Since they're transitioning into the MCU, it's going down the tube. No one is interested in that. You have a built-in audience. Just give them what they want. They don't care about your vision or your subversion or reimagining, whatever crappy definition they want to use for messing stuff up. Nobody cares about that. Nobody wants to see what you have cooked up in your head. You know, study the characters, and yeah, you don't have to make a carbon copy, but respect the source material. If you do that, and of course there's going to be people who are going to not like it. You can't make everybody happy. That's just the way it is. But the majority of the people, if it's good, they're going to roll with it. You know, are there man babies? Yeah, let's say there's a small degree. Or maybe they're just purists. They want everything to be exactly a certain way. I still wouldn't call them names. We call them purists. It's got to be this way or no other way. That's not necessarily a bad thing. But you get insulted for it. That's the problem. You can't insult. Well, you can. Well, you can insult people if you want. But they don't have to open their walls. This is a luxury. We don't have to go to the movies. We don't have to buy comic books. We don't have to buy video games, action figures. We don't have to do any of that stuff. It's a luxury. People buy because they like it or they love it. They don't seem to get that because they're so hooked on pushing the message. That's okay, but just be prepared to go out of business. You can push any message you want, and if people are not down with it, you're just going to go out of business. But my next video, I'm going to go into war on heterosexual male, because all this stuff ties in together, because that's all this is. Now, if you don't have like some type of punk, then you're toxic. Anyways, guys, I'm going to tell you, the man babies are going to win this one. Because all they have to do is close their wallets, and that's what they're doing. And eventually the normies or the masses are going to follow suit because the stuff it's just not good. Doctor Strange, the first Doctor Strange was good. Second one, it was all over the place. I can't make heads or tails of that thing. It's just bad. I didn't bother watching Eternals because I never liked the book. And the trailers look boring beyond belief. I wasn't interested in that. Most of the shows, Marvel shows, they're not that good. She-Hulk, it could be good if they focus on the jokes and leave the women and stuff out. It's not going to sell. It's just like female action figures. They don't sell. That's just the way it is. You can't change people. People like what they like, but they're trying to force you to like stuff. You know, if you don't agree with them, then you're right wing. Well, I don't care about neither one of you. Extreme left is bad, and extreme right is bad. You know, most people are somewhere in the middle. You might lean left, you might lean right, but most people are in the middle, and that's the way it should be. Anyways, guys, gonna wrap this up. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you man babies in the next video. Peace.